Happy summer for the kids here, but in the southern hemisphere, it is the exact opposite. It is winter. It is also flu season for them. Cases are on the rise, especially in Australia. A review of both the World Health Organization and the latest Australian surveillance report shows the increasing flu activity in Australia is currently within historic ranges. So why are we talking about Australia and the flu? Well, the CDC actually uses what happens in the southern hemisphere as a predictor of what could be coming our way. Let's talk more about this with Dr. Bill Hartman, the principal investigator for the UW Health Pediatric Moderna COVID-19 vaccine trial. Doctor, great to see you. How well of a predictor is it? What's happening in places like Australia to actually learn what's happening here in our neck of the woods?
Well, because Australia and places in the southern hemisphere are going through winter right now, we tend to look at them to see what our winter is going to look like. Is it the best predictor? Probably not, because the temperature changes, the climate changes in the north here are more difficult to predict. Also, there will be an increased level of immunity because so many people will get the flu shot based on the flu strains that have been present in the southern hemisphere, that our immunity will be a lot stronger, hopefully prevent a lot of the flu. In the meantime, all we have to go on is that data from Australia, and right now it does predict a pretty strong flu season.
We're looking for clues anywhere, although every time I look at video from Sydney or Australia, it doesn't look like their winters are exactly the same as a brutally cold Wisconsin winter. So can it really be a predictor? They have the same kind of patterns that we do as far as what we do in winter?
It's definitely not the best predictor out there, but it is a real life scenario of what the flu is doing and how quickly it can spread, especially among children. Is what they're seeing in the southern hemisphere right now. Is it going to reflect exactly here in the northern hemisphere? It never does. It's never quite as bad as it seems.
Our flu season starts in the fall. That's when we really should be getting vaccinated. But new this year, that's also when we should be getting our COVID shots. And you tell us there is breaking news on the COVID shot that we should be getting this year.
Right. So the advisory committee to the FDA that makes the decisions on the strain that is going to be inserted into the different vaccines this year, the different boosters this year, is going to be back to a monovalent form of the vaccine with the XBB variant, the circulating variant that's in the United States right now. They predict that the spike protein isn't going to change drastically from one XBB to the next XBB. And so the immunity generated by these vaccines should be good, hopefully to last throughout the year until they meet again next year and decide what the strain will be at that point.
Yeah, let's hope it's good. I don't like talking about, things that aren't summer right now. So let's put those things on hold. Great to talk about and think about them, but let's live in the present, because I've got plans to go to the beer garden this summer, and there's a new study out that minimal alcohol actually might be good for your heart.
Right, and they've always thought that some degree of alcohol consumption is probably somewhat cardiovascular protective. Is that really the case? Is it something in the blood? Well, it seems that it's actually decreasing the stress through interactions with your nervous system, so calming you down. That being said, it's not the suggestion to go out and start drinking if you're not typically a person who goes out and drinks. You can use other things to decrease stress, such as meditation, relaxation, exercise, probably healthier alternatives to alcohol. But again, moderate alcohol consumption isn't a bad thing, obviously, for your heart.
Most of the drunkest cities in America are right here in Wisconsin, and I do not want people using this study now going, hey, this is good for you. No, in moderation, everyone. 1 or 2 is okay. That's what I'll be doing at the beer garden. Dr. Bill Hartman, appreciate all the information.
Thank you.